What's up, y'all? It's the King getting Snipes and the King of making music, and today we have another filter video for y'all. If you're just watching this as the video is coming out, I am live right now on Twitch. Click that at the top right. You got these new vibe packs, and so obviously you want to try vibes first. And the thing about this filter so far is that usually when new packs come out, right, these cards are gonna be high and they're just only gonna go down. But the thing is, it's been 4 hours and these cards not going down. Now there's a plus and a negative to that. The plus is you get more profit for a bigger snipe. Like for example, I got this guy for 3.5. I haven't seen him in the 9s, but if he was going for the 9s, that would be about 5k profit. He could probably be 10k because I don't see him. Taylor Hendricks. He looks like, okay, there we go, 10k, which would mean I made a little bit more than 5,000 MC in just one snipe, which is cool. But the negative to that is going to be less consistent. But let me show you guys something, right? So as you can see, the good news is that Tyrese Maxey makes the filter lower. Yesterday, it was around 40k. Now, the best vibes filter I think so far is the normal vibes filter. Galaxy Opal lowest, you're going for both vibe cards in every Galaxy Opal card. And what I mean by lowest is like if a card is 6k, you put it like just like scroll 6k or 5k. And the same thing for Dark Matter. Right now, it should be around 36. So if you put Dark Matter lowest, you're going for all the Dark Matter vibes cards and you're going for the previous Dark Matter cards. But this is more of an update video on how to do the other filters that are, in my opinion, better besides the vibe lowest, which I think vibe lowest is a great filter if you have a lot of patience. And so we got this filter right here. As you can see, it's so polluted. And that's why I'm trying to update. I already bought Anthony Edwards, already told you guys how to do that. Now you gotta buy Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. And by the time, it might seem expensive, but if you guys have been doing this filter for the past week or two, the past week that I showed you guys how to do it, you should be having hundreds of thousands of NT anyway. So 10,000 MT is not gonna cost that much, and even if you only have 50k, trust me, it's worth it. And as you can see, Karl Anthony Towns, he's been pending for a while. I'm still waiting for him. But what would you do after that is you enable on the Timberwolves filter, which went down. It was around 8k yesterday, and I made a lot of MT, and we're gonna have filter guides for that. Showing you guys my best snipes next week. But most cards did go down, but Cat is just the one that's like filling up the filter anyway, and you really don't want that. And so for this is 3k right here. 3k is not bad. You know, if you see a lot for 5k, just try to put for 3k and see what you could do. But even if somehow you can't afford to enable these cards, bro, just put the filter lower. You know, just enable Anthony that was by himself. He's like 800 MT, and just put the filter so low. That way, only a couple cards pop up, and that goes for the same thing as the Warriors. And so you don't need to enable like all of these cards. That would just be crazy, right? Unless you have a lot of MT like me, or not a lot of MT, but I have a decent amount of MT. But you know, they just enable what? Nobody actually. I don't think I enabled anybody. Maybe Curry. And then so this is still not a bad filter. People are hopping on the game because it's Friday. People open a lot of packs, so they're pulling a lot of these cards. They're gonna sell them and look for the lowest price, and this is gonna be a pretty consistent filter for this weekend on. And as you can see, these cards are what? 2k. This is a snipe. This is a snipe. You know, these are 1k MT profits, but 1k MT, 1k MT, 1k MT, 1k MT. Look at that. These are snipes. How you know the snipes? Because they just popped up 3 hours 50, 3 hours 40, you know? This one's also new. It got put up at 12 hours. I just made 5k MT from here. And so yeah, sniping is one thing. Oh, there we go. And we just went to the paces, and I was going to show you guys how to do that one. So these are literally the best filters. And the thing about this is, yes, you need to enable. And the reason for that is because if a card pops up for 3k, 4k, and it's a card that goes for way more, you need to see that. But it's not that necessary. For this filter, all you need is Pascal and Taliburn worst case scenario. And that's what, 2000 MT maybe? There we go. For the Pacers filter, I just made 4k in a second, in 2 seconds, you know? And then we got the Nuggets filter. And we got Mikal, and we got OG, and we got Julius Randle, and we got Nixon 7, by the way. I bought all these cards. They're still on my pending. I wish I can enable right now. But yeah, like all the MT you make, you can just get back by enabling this, and then boom, you just have more leeway to get better snipes. But even then, even if you don't want to do that, you know, you just put it low. Just put it at like 2.4, and then boom. Like, come on, that's so easy. And there we go. Add to my collection. And if I go back to it, like the Warriors filter. Thank God for enabled working this year, because it didn't work that well past years. It's not filled up at all. I could just put a 3.5. You know, people have a lot of problems with scrolling. Scrolling is not bad. I've gotten 500. You guys have seen the screenshots from a couple days ago video, or Wednesday or Thursday's video, whenever I did it, where I showed you guys my best snipes of the week. And I made over 200k MT. And those were just from the snipes that I showed you guys, not even the ones that I didn't show you guys. Of me scrolling and getting 600 MT, 500 MT, 750 MT on scroll. Scrolling is not bad. The only thing about scrolling that's bad, if you're scrolling, what, 15 cards, that's pretty bad. But here we go. So we got Timberwolves, Nas Reed. And this is why it's a good thing. So this is why putting enabled is a good thing. I've gotten Michael Porter, or I've gotten, you know, Carmelo Anthony or AI or all these cards that are part of a set that go for 8K, 9K. You know, Zach LaVine, a lot of them. For Zach LaVine and Michael Porter, or like this Nas Reed, if I put like 3K or 2K because I can't afford to enable, I'm gonna miss out on how much they actually go for. And I'm not gonna see them. But as you can see, Nas Reed is going for 9.8K. So I got him for 4.2. I wouldn't have seen that. I could sell him for 8.9, or maybe, you know, I just want to get it real quick, 7.9, and there we go. I made 3K. By the way, I am live right now, so make sure you pull up to the Twitch stream. I'm live right now as you're watching this. Make sure you know what you're doing. Andrew Bogut as well. I got him in a Warriors filter, and I got him for like, as you can see, there we go. Like, he's not even up, so I could even price fix, and I could even decide what I want him to be up for. And he's a gold card, so I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. But I got him for 3K. I got him for 3.2K or 2.2K, 2.3. There we go, just on him for 6.9. And yeah, like, this is the Vibes filter as of today is one of the best filters if you have a lot of patience. It's not bad. Cards are going for 9K, and you know, once again, the good news is that you're gonna make a lot of profit. Bad news is that it's not gonna be as consistent. So if you don't have a lot of MT, hop on the other filters. If you don't have a lot of patience, hop on the other filters. If you just want the vibe cards to do the new challenges, or if you want the vibe cards to complete the set, or if you want the vibe cards and you got a lot of patience and want to play with them and test them out, or you're okay with you know what I'm saying? So this is a good filter. I do think this is top 3 filter, or like top 2 filter, if we're combining all the Timberwolves, Warriors, Knicks, Pacers, Nuggets, you know, as one filter. This is definitely like right behind those filters. These vibes cards are new. People are pulling them. People are putting them quick. You know, I've made maybe like 8-10K MT off of here in what, 5 minutes. I have not been up on here for a while at all. I've been on the other filters. But another tip for y'all is whatever the card's going for. So we got like 9K, right? So you can scroll. And the reason why scrolling is not bad, because if you put it for 9K, you could miss out on cards that are 9.5. So you want to put it the highest. You see cards are going for 9.4. So I want to put it the highest it could be, so I can give I can give myself more chance to see Galaxy Opals or Dark Matters. You know, I got a PJ Washington for 8K. I think he goes for 11. You want to give yourself more chance to see something. So don't hate on scrolling. You know, you can see a Galaxy Opal or Dark Matter card, and I've gotten a Galaxy Opal Dark Matter card on a scroll filter. So yeah, don't hate these. If you need MT now, I really recommend those other filters. And you know, you're probably thinking, well, you already uploaded those other videos. Why are you doing that? Because it's an update. Those cards went down. Today's a market crash, so those cards went down. You feel me? Yeah, the vibe card is definitely not bad. And if you're questioning if you should be on the vibes more than the other ones, because the vibes cards are gonna be pulled more, and those cards, those other filters are not gonna be new, like the Knicks or the Warriors, Thunder, Timberwolves. Thing is, people are putting a lot of those cards probably more than the vibes. So those are gonna be put up more. You know, they're opening a lot of packs and stuff. And here we go. We got Mike Bibby. I missed him because I scrolled too much. But here we go. Mike Bibby, he goes for about 12K. I just missed him because I messed up. But there y'all go. And so if I put it, you see cards for 9K. If I put it at 8K because I'm trying to see only snipes, or 7K because I'm trying to see only snipes, I would have missed that Mike Bibby. I mean, I missed him anyway, but I give myself a chance to see him. There y'all go, man. Make sure to pull up to the stream. I'm live right now.